Hey guys, Texador Markham here for Avatar TV, and today I want to take a look at Deep Ravenswood, one of the most popular five skull farming areas in all of Shroud of the Avatar. A lot of people, when they get to five skull areas, farm Deep Ravenswood. They spend a lot of time going after the undead legions, the liches. There's a lot of hot spots in this area. I typically go after the more, shall we say, low-hanging fruit and go after the elder wolf packs and the spiders. I'm going to make a little video here that you're about to see that shows my run in its entirety. It lasts about 3 minutes in total combat time and nets about 50,000 XP in adventure XP. So a nice tight little run. It only takes about 3 minutes, and with the spawn times you can net about 300,000 XP per hour. And you don't have to deal with liches and other things like that if you don't choose to. Now, I will preface this video by saying that my particular playstyle is a glass cannon, run and gun, AoE mage. I use a lot of fire. I use a lot of corpse explosions. I basically like to incinerate and blow up everything I see as fast as possible. Now, this run may not fit everybody's playstyle. It may take a little bit longer depending on yours. But I believe that all builds and playstyles can make their way through Deep Ravenswood, either by yourself solo or with some friends, and really maximize your XP gains if you're out there grinding a little bit. So without further ado, here's Texador Markham's 3-minute blitzkrieg on the poor spiders and wolves of Deep Ravenswood. Enjoy.
Here we are in Deep Ravenswood. As you can see, there's a lot of spiders down there, a lot of pharaohs, lots of regular reds, some large reds, and we're going to draw them all together and start the barbecue. First things first, I'm going to buff up, and then of course I'm going to check my experience. That's where I'll be starting at today. Next step, of course, is to stack up the glyphs for maximum damage and attunement. This is important. If you don't have the most damage going, the pharaoh reds, the big boys, they can take a long time to kill. It helps to have them be getting DPS with fire while I am shocking them with electricity. So let's get started. I like to run down here and play tag you're it. Immolation helps getting them all aggroed. I run up here to the little clearing area, which is a great place to lay down the ring of fire. Then I quickly get the heck out of the way because one thing you don't want to do is get stuck in the middle of the spider fest. The red pharaohs, they deal a lot of damage, typically about 100 HP per hit. Once some of the smaller guys get laid on the ground, it's time to unleash the corpse explosion. The more corpses there are, the more powerful your corpse explosion is. It actually stacks, so you want to try to lay down your target ring touching the most corpses as possible. And there they're all dead. So for this particular run here, we got 22,600 XP in 56 seconds. Not too shabby. The next hotspot for XP is the entrance to Deep Ravenswood, where the Elder Wolf Pack is. You would typically do this first and then head over to the spiders and do them next, but I did it out of order. But you can see there's my experience after killing the pharaoh spiders. So we will now add some more with the wolves. As always, you need to stack up and buff up, eat your food, do all that good stuff. You want to maximize your damage output, especially with the DPS AoE type spells, because the wolves are fast and they gang up on you. So I typically like to immolate. I go out here and try to find one to come after me. You can see that guy's running. There's a couple. Wolves have a pack mentality. They seem to all attack once one attacks, so keep in mind out here there are 20 or so wolves, so watch how many are on you. But as you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage, even sprinting ahead of them. So once I lay down my ring of fire, I start the electricity, stun lock as many as I can. Spam hit my healing touch to make sure I don't go too low. About half of them are now toast, but there's a lot more up there, so I'm going to go ahead and run and get them. They'll always follow you as long as their leashes don't get pulled. You can see I'm taking more hits, typically a lot behind this tree. There they are. And come on down here to the barbecue. Now I have a lot of corpses out here, so it is time to corpse explode. That will take care of most of this group, if not all of them, almost all of them. And one more final corpse explode to clean up the mess. So there's about 20-25 dead wolves. And let's see what that did for my XP. Yeah, you can see there I went up approximately, I was going to say 20, but yep, 19,550 in 1 minute and 24 seconds. Not too bad. In between the spiders and the wolves, there's a little bit of cleanup you can do if you want to pick up some extra XP. There's a hill that has a lot of spiders and undead. Typically they're fighting most of the time they are. It's easy to come up here and get in the middle of it and just clean up. Corpse explosion doesn't work very good in this area, unfortunately, because undead take no damage from it. But I will for surely lay down some fire and shock them with electricity until they are all dead. As you can see, that was a quick little cleanup, good for some XP, and roughly, about 11,400 XP in 38 seconds. So those three areas in Deep Ravenswood took, I don't know, a couple minutes to do. We got 53,550 XP in 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Now that's just combat time. I didn't count buffing and traveling. But with the spawn rates and everything else, if you spend some time in there, you can get about 300k per hour just running, hitting those three spots. Pretty much a straight line.